Hey guys, how is it going? Greetings to another Hearthstone video. Today we are checking out some Paladin deck that might be a bit of a surprise for you because it is not featuring the new Paladin Death Knight, but instead going for a full Murloc midrange route similar to the decks before the expansion, and also a lot of buff stuff that will help you to succeed in a meta full of slower decks. The Murloc package is also the reason why you're not that interested in playing the Death Knight at all. While he's a very powerful card, you should remember that we are trying to play a lot of Murlocs early on, which can be achieved with the help of the Murloc hero power created by the Vilefin Inquisitor. If you are dropping the Uther, your hero power will be replaced by a new one, so all those nice little Murlocs will vanish into the trash. As a midrange deck, you're trying to power tempo from the start until the end of the game, and normally your games will be over super fast with an average game length between turn 7 and 9. Start with your small Murloc army, buff them with your Murloc helpers like Murloc Warleader or the gentle Megasaur, and then finish the game with buff through various further effects like a Blessing of Kings or Spikeridged Steed. A simple yet very effective strategy. And the elephant in the room, or the card that you might be curious about, is the new one, Skelemancer. A 5 mana 2/2 unit with a death rattle effect that will create an 8/8 for you when it is dying on your opponent's turn. It looks like a weak card that will be ignored by your opponent a lot, but you shouldn't give it such an easy pass before trying it out. With all those buffs in your deck, your opponent kinda needs to address a huge creature, even if it's giving you an even bigger creature. Also, furthermore, the new Bonemare card is an excellent combination with this one. You will give the Skelemancer not only improved stats, but also taunt, which will force your opponent to attack it on his own turn. The same goes of course for a turn 5 Skelemancer into a turn 6 Steed. Both combinations are very powerful, and besides Priest there are not many classes that are able to handle them properly. You should definitely try this one out and see how fun it is to drop this Skelemancer. Be open-minded, and I will now also show you some crushing really fast games with the deck that I've played early on the ladder, so please enjoy those. First game, and we are facing a Shaman here. Starting, let's see, we might replace everything besides the Warleader. So gonna drop Finja, we're dropping the Steed, and we're dropping the Blessing King. We're just keeping the Murloc Warleader. Hope to find other Murlocs to play early on. We have the coins, so potentially we can then play the Murloc on turn 2 already. Let's see what we can find. There is another Murloc. Oh, there is even more. Rockpool Hunter, Hydrologist, and a Stonehill Defender. So what we are doing is we're using the coin here into the Hydrologist, then going with the Rockpool Hunter, and then into the Murloc Warleader. So that's similar to the old style before the expansion. Let's see what kind of secret we can find. Getaway Kodo, excellent, which is normally the best to pick. So if you can find a Getaway Kodo, always go for the Getaway Kodo. Our opponent is just dropping a small totem. It's a spell damage one. We're definitely interested in killing this one, so we're going for the Rockpool Hunter here. Buffing our Murloc, killing his unit. And our opponent is probably just playing a token deck. Getting... that's not too great, but our opponent is already conceding. Wow. That was fast. Game 1 was really fast, so let's try it again, this time now against the Priest. Have a Vilefin Inquisitor, which is excellent, into the Warleader, and on turn 2 we might just use the hero power. I also want to keep the Railing Blade here. We might find another Divine Shield unit. On the other hand, if we need to kill something, a Railing Blade is definitely helping us, so I think we're just confirming here. And we should be good, as long as he's not dropping a Northshire Cleric early on, because then we have a bit of a problem and he's getting a few cards early. So if he's now just dropping Northshire Cleric, then we have nothing to counter that, and we can still just play the hero power of course, but he would then get one card because he's killing our small Murloc and he's then healing back. So far I have to admit that Priest was one of the toughest matchups, so I think Priest right now is very strong if your opponent is playing the right cards at the right time, so there's some very dangerous combinations out there. Luckily, opponent's not doing anything. We got another Murloc Warleader, which is excellent, so double the Murlocs, double the fun. Definitely then going into one Murloc Warleader on the next turn, and potentially another one on turn 4 as well. Especially if he's going super slow here. Alright, so he's going into Shadow Visions. Can now discover a spell out of his deck, so a copy of a spell. and looking for something that is helping him to survive the situation. Rockpool Hunter is also very, very good, but I think we're still interested in the Murloc Warleader, so pushing more damage now in his face. That is 6 in total. He might have picked up something like Dragonfire Potion, like a Holy Nova, or he was maybe picking another Shadowword Pain that he can use on the Murloc Warleader, of course. We are still potentially dropping another one. Let's see, is that the best? And then we had 5 next turn. We'd also just play a Blessing of Kings, to be honest. And then play on the next turn the Warleader alongside the Rockpool Hunter. Might be a bit stronger. We could also just play Rockpool Hunter here and another Murloc. And then that would be more powerful one turn later. So he's at 4, then he's at 5. Yeah. I think Rockpool Hunter is not as strong as we're just going Blessing of Kings. Pushing another 6 into his face. He's going for another Shadow Visions, which is number 2, which also means that he is not running the Kazakus deck. So with Rather the Chained, Kazakus, and so on, the Lich King. Yeah, it's not time for the Rockpool Hunter. Let's just buff this one. We're going for the Warleader. And pushing more damage in his face, so he's already down to 8. What we might face now is, for example, the Dragonfire Potion, so we can coin into that. But then we are still keeping the Sylvan Murloc here, which is currently at 6 life, so he would kill everything else. But this one is surviving. And if he's just playing Shadowword Pain for a Shadowword Death or Shadowword Pain here, for example, that is not cutting enough damage out. So whatever he's doing, this one is at 5 attack, isn't he? Yeah, he's at 5 attack at least, so if you go on Railing Blade and the 5 attack, he's down. Whatever he's doing, there's a Dragonfire Potion, and with that he's just losing the game. Because we have already 8 damage here. Without even going into our big guys like the Bonemare, which is an excellent card, or the Lich King. Let's just go Railing Blade, and that is 8 in the face for another super fast victory. Alright, so we're going for game 3, and this one is against the Hunter. Have a Rockpool Hunter here, we have a Murloc Warleader, a Skelemancer. So the thing about our starting hand right now is that we have a Rockpool Hunter that is not able to find another unit early on. Because we would need something to play on turn 1 if we want to get the effect here. So I think we kinda want to drop the Warleader and Skelemancer to find something that we can play early on. Let's see if there is the possibility to see that. Not entirely, no. Stonehill Defender, Railing Blade, good for a bit later, but there's nothing to play. So we have to wait and see if we go for the Rockpool Hunter here on 2, or if we just play the Hero Power. Going for the Alley Cat, which is then spawning the Tabby Cat, Bonemare. And well, if we just go Sylvan Recruits, that's not strong enough for the board right now. Let's just go Rockpool Hunter. Already coining. What are you dropping for 3? Are you going for the Animal Companion? You are. He's getting the Leok. And with the Leok, he's buffing the small guys here. That would have been a good one on turn 1. Have the Railing Blade, which would buff the Protector. But to be honest, I definitely want to kill the Leok, so we are just using the weapon here. Using our unit, killing it, so these are back to 1 attack. He should use now one of the cats to kill the Rockpool Hunter. But you never know what our opponents are doing, right? Crackling Razor Maw. Getting the Living Spores, so getting more stuff on the board. Vilefin Inquisitor, yep, we are just dropping Stonehill Defender here, get an additional taunt, which will be the Wicker Flame Burn Bristle. That is cool, with a lifesteal against the Hunter. The Cyclopean Horror can also be very good. Right now he has 4 units on the board, so that is helping us for sure. Let's see, he is losing potentially 1, 2... he's losing a lot. We're going for the Wicker Flame. Dropping the Protector here as well. We're killing the 3-2. So the Horror is not helping us too much if he's losing the units anyway, and then he's just sitting there at 1 unit or so. That's why the Wicker Flame is our choice.
Come midnight.
Cloaked Huntress. Oh, he's playing Secrets. Hey, you're not playing Secrets. Protector is down. This one's maybe just hitting the Stonehill. He's not hitting the Stonehill and he's not dropping Secrets. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. So this one is a kill. Bristle, Vilefin Inquisitor gives us then the new hero power that we are spawning more Murlocs, which is good in combination with the Warleader. On the next turn we can just drop a Steed here, for example buff then the Bristle, or we're just buffing the Vilefin Inquisitor. Oh wait, he's playing the new one. So when he's playing now a secret, he can put a random hunter secret into the battlefield, so we cannot be sure what this one is, because that was not in his deck. That will be interesting. What do you have then? What do you have? I think we're going on Steed now on this one. So let's just attack. See what we can find. Yeah, Freezing Trap. Alright, that's why we were attacking first with the Vilefin Inquisitor. Also, it might have been, let's be honest, might have been better to just use the Stonehill Defender. This one in the hand is better, right? Instead of a Vilefin. Yeah, maybe. Let's also see if we can activate this one. If it's an explosive trap, it is. So we're taking 2 points of damage, but our units are still there, still alive. And he might just lose the Cloaked Hunters now. If he's not dropping too many secrets. Kindly grandmother. The kill command, and we are still spawning the 2/6. Maybe he has another freezing trap. He has not, so maybe that's another explosive trap then. What you got for me? Gonna drop the Vilefin, we are going for the Hydrologist. Picking up a secret, which will then be the Noble Sacrifice, I really like that. And we're dropping another Murloc. So next turn, the Warleader is coming. Buffing 3 Murlocs right now, we can get an additional one from the hero power. That's already a lot of power, we're still sitting here at 24 life and he's running out of cards. So we would need the steady shot 11 times more to kill us. It's not happening. Also got the Lich King. Really pretty cool. So that could be another explosive trap. We need to be careful. And I think we just want to kill everything before really attacking the face. So that's why we are just killing the big bad wolf. We are killing this one as well. And then we're killing one of the small guys that is spawning and dropping the Lich King, which is then providing us with some additional stuff. Anti-magic shell, yeah, that is excellent against an explosive trap. I mean, could also be something else, but nope, he's just conceding, so no chance for him.